Right in the bottom right starting location, we have our Zerg player deflecting the all-in and then coming back with an all-in of his own that was clearly more effective than MMA's. His ID is
FXO Leenock.
Watch out when he comes knocking at your door. Nah, I quit. Just put my headset down and leave.
Sorry,
in the upper left, we have a very, very smart player. Failed all in last time. Let's see how he plays this game. His ideas?
Slayers MMA.
All
All right, moving the GSL sign over there.
They always do that on the camera. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
They have bad timing.
Now we have the drone moving around now.
Placement of the racks is going to make Leenock a little bit suspicious. I think he's going to make maximum one drone after his hatchery here because of the placement of that barracks. Oh, he actually goes for two. All right, we'll see.
Explain the rationale.
Okay, if you see something like that, how is that placed? That looks like it's placed to land on the low ground so that he can do some pressure. Now, Leenock doesn't know for certain that there's not going to be a second racks. We can tell that there isn't going to be a second racks. But just that placement alone tells us that there should be some sort of pressure. But Leenock has decided, you know what? No, this is kind of fake. He's made three drones before, drones and his gas before spawning pool. Now, if MMA had snuck an SCV out and made another racks or something and then floated that down, then that would have been something that Leenock may have paid for. Paid a high price for doing that. But it's actually all fine. It's just something that when you see a building in a certain position, you have to say, what is he thinking about doing that?
Yeah. Well, and also that's why, smart players will just take a building and move it somewhere else.
Exactly.
And just say, all right, look.
Mind games
You're smart, so how do you react?
Yeah. Superbly said. Now, MMA looks like he wants to go for a one racks expand into Reactor Hellions. It's a great build. In fact, I have pretty much no doubt that will be it. Just how will he follow up is what I'm interested in. Leenock, on the other hand, already getting that speed upgrade going. And I always love to see this build come back. For a long time we didn't see this style of getting the quick speed again. But I'm happy that we do.
I like it. Whenever I do play, I don't play anywhere near as much Zerg in StarCraft II. I'm still pro-dosting, but I mean, when StarCraft 1, whenever I did any builds, I was always doing builds where I got link speed early. I just feel like it's such a powerful tool.
Gives you way more flexibility, but does hurt your economy noticeably.
It does. It absolutely does. But I feel like at least that way, I can keep my opponent in the dark. Mm-hmm. And,
stylistically speaking for you, that's exactly the way you should be playing.
Yeah. All right, the factory is coming up here, and this is you can see MMA has completely shifted gears to very textbook StarCraft II play. He's just going to get some Hellions, reactored Hellions.
He's getting that very quick starport as well. Probably will throw down Tech Lab on the barracks.
Yep, maybe see some Banshees.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. In fact, Leenock with an unbelievably quick third base, really superbly quick for this matchup, and that's why he got that speed so quickly this game in particular. That type of style is coming back anyways, but he's going to suddenly pump out a ton of lings because he's about to see the Hellions, and he just saw the Hellions. 12 Zerglings go into production. Exactly what he needs to do. He needs to have a good amount of speedlings and try to trap these Hellions.
I'm so surprised that Ling got away.
He's quick, dude. He has metabolic boost. All right, Cloak is coming for that Banshee as well. Now, Cloaked Banshees plus Hellions should allow him to either do a lot of damage financially to Leenock or perhaps even kill the third base.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a Banshee, you got Hellions and the Banshees coming here. These are 3 different locations to defend.
Yeah.
And by the way, the macro hatch placement at base number 2 is not even really set up to be much of a block.
This is
I don't know, Artosis. I'm a little bit worried.
He does not have. Okay, he just threw up his evolution chambers just this second. In fact, he made 2, so it looks like he wants infestor-based play as well. But trying to go after these Hellions. Nice micro by both players, really.
Yep. He's going to be careful though. He's running out of surface area.
Yeah, Leenock.
Oh, man, it's a beat down.
Does get them, and that's a big deal.
Meet me by the willow tree. It's going to be a beat down.
By the willow tree.
Yeah, man, that's where it goes down in high school.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
All right, well.
I wouldn't know. I've never been in a fight. I'm a pussy. And then we have...
no, you're smart. So he is going after this queen right here. Takes that queen out quite quickly. Another queen will be on her way, but Cloak will finish before she can kill that Banshee off. Spore is on the way.
Honestly,
oh, my God. He can't lose that Banshee.
Yeah, if
he does have Cloak
Banshee.
now. He does have Cloak, but that Banshee's at 5 hit points. He's got to be so careful about that.
All right.
He is making some more Hellions. Did pop out another Banshee just now, so he has 2. Losing those Hellions, though, of course, was pretty painful. You need the Hellions in combination with the Banshees to really punish this third base. But Leenock has done a great job of actually holding it off and really hurting the chances here.
Yeah. Please invite MMA to GSL off the record next time.
He'd be a fun guy to have on there.
Yeah, I would love to have him
That's
on.
actually tomorrow, guys, and make sure you watch it because it's going to be me and Tasteless. Wolf
That's
is
right.
in the
Wolf's
States visiting some family. So it's going to be us with Fnatic Live. We just won IPL4, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
A lot of tomfoolery will occur, I guarantee it.
Yep.
So he did not have a Spore in the main base. He didn't know there was Cloak because MMA just pulled away instead of cloaking with that last Banshee.
Which can really mess up the whole defense timing here.
Well, look, he's got 7 kills, so he's done a great job with it. And in fact, 50 SCVs of 59 drones is doing quite well for himself. The 1-1 for Leenock is actually going to finish before the 1-1 of MMA, which is a big deal. That is very rare in ZVT. Banshee's doing a good job harassing.
And he's now been driven out. And is he going to get that extractor?
Yep.
No, not my extractor.
It's a bit annoying. We do have Baneling, Speed, and Burrow on the way.
And by the way, he's setting up for a pretty heavy push here. Looks like he wants that pretty standard Marine Siege Tank push. It's not the easiest to do in the distance on this map. And...
oh, good choice to turn around right there. That was really well done because those Hellions are going to turn around and fire about a half millisecond after that, as we saw.
Pretty precise.
Yeah, it's actually very precise.
Yeah, man.
That's why it was so good.
Half a millisecond.
Yeah. So, well, we do have some medevacs out. Looks like the harassment will continue Tasteless, but the Infestation Pit almost done. A lot of Zerglings on the way. And we don't have Siege Mode yet for MMA, so...
I don't worry, he probably won't push until he has Siege Mode.
Oh, certainly not, yeah. He's going to have to get even more Siege Tanks because Leenock is so on top of his upgrades.
Flank.
Oh, very well done here by Leenock. But good micro by MMA. Look at that.
Oh, look at that, going behind the minerals.
Yeah, utilizing those minerals beautifully. The Banshees, of course, getting lots of pot shots off at those Zerglings. 2-2, halfway done. MMA has not started his 2-2. It's going to be a very important moment when he has 2-2
His armory, I think, just finished as well, so there's no reason for him to not have started the 2-2.
Look at that. He's like, hey, use a mule. Oh, but MMA is actually going to make a turret there. I love it.
No, I'm making a turret.
A lot of Lings on the way, man.
That's when I pop up, kill the turret, and go back down.
That's actually what he's trying to do. Those Banshees are so annoying, especially against Infestor play, man.
Worried the Leenock might be losing too many Lings. Lings are expendable, but...
oh, let's not forget, though, he did get that really quick macro hatch, so... he basically has
that's
infinity.
true as well.
Yeah. And he's kind of keeping MMA in there so that his economy can be pretty out of control. He does have 71 drones this whole time.
Wow, I mean, he's actually doing a great job, Leenock is, at just defending. Well, I mean, just keeping the shenanigans going on inside of MMA's base. I like it.
These Banshees, though, 30 and 17 kills. They're just, it's so useful to have a couple Banshees against Infestor play. But Infestor, 11 of them on the way. His Baneling Speed, he has 2-2 for his Zerglings and Banelings. Has a lot more Lings on the way and a Hive. So, Leenock, oh man, I think Leenock's actually just going to win this game. Even though the supplies are like even, his 2-2 units, I could see him rolling through.
Yeah. Really nice bungle there. And Yep.
Having to use, that's a lot of fungals to use, though. That's very...
That's actually a very
and
good play.
here he goes. It's only 3 siege tanks, and that's 2-2 on the upgrades of Leenock. Oh, man.
My God.
Great
Now
moves
he
by
very
Leenock.
smartly backs up.
But he had to use like 4 fungals on those.
Yeah, I think he might be regretting that
he had
now.
4 more fungals right there. He kills that whole army off, and then MMA is just back in the Stone Age as far as army goes.
All right, there's going to be a drop over here. He's trying to make sure the army can turn around just in case Leenock tries to hunt him down on the way out.
Leenock is everywhere, though. I really like the way Leenock's playing this. I feel like Leenock's playing a better game. Win or lose, he's playing really brilliantly here.
He really is. Uh-oh. Submarine infestors.
That's right. Probably, here we go. Let's... All right, a lot of infested Terrans coming out, and he's going to
Oh my God, beautiful.
Wow, that was a nice fungal there, and he's going to take out a lot of Marines because of it. Those Banelings don't want to hit the siege tanks. They don't want to hit the siege tanks. They want to hit the Marines, and they're going to hit the Marines.
And he's even saving some for everybody that's up there. And I believe that actually is something you cannot quite recover from. Oh, nice. Even with the Banelings hitting the SCVs.
And Leenock just, I mean, he's playing so beautifully here, Tasteless.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
He's up by 40 supply. This is actually one of the coolest style TVZs, ZVTs I have seen. I just found something out. Oh my God, infested Terrans can burrow.
What? Infested Terrans can burrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
they can go in their own graves.
Oh my God, I know MMA's probably kicking himself over this.
This is actually just getting kind of brutal.
He is systematically taking MMA apart. MMA a champion, but today I'm afraid it's just not the case.
Well, Leenock is an MLG champion.
That's true, actually.
Of course, so is MMA. MMA also a GSL champion, of course. And, I mean, at this point, Leenock is just too strong. He's done this all off of 3 base. He says, you know what, this map? He's like, Tasteless, do you think this map's hard to get a 4th base on? You're like, Leenock, that's like basically how I commentate this map.
Yeah, it is.
I let people know how ridiculously hard it is. And then he says,
like,
all right, you know what, dude? I'm just going to go 3 base then, because 3 base is easy.
Yeah, that's basically what he's doing, man. It's actually smart too. I mean, he just says he just stays a heavy 3 base play, and he tries to end it before the 4th base becomes an issue.
You know, against someone who upgrades so quickly these units, gets that 4th hatch so quickly, is macroing so heavily on Ling Baneling. MMA moved out too quickly this game, and he's truly paying for it. We have 7 Ultras on the way, 3 upgrades on the way, chitinous plating on the way.
Notice how he split up the infestors, so they could still cause problems.
Dennis the Menace infestors.
Dennis the Menace infestors.
I have nowhere to go with that, but I'm just
Dennis,
like, you said cause problems. I'm like, well, that's what Dennis the Menace does. He causes problems.
What did he do with Dennis? You know,
infestors. All right, so look at this. Even catching those medevacs, beautifully played.
This is a very efficient way to get rid of these.
Yeah. Uses a lot of energy, but good to get rid of medevacs. MMA just trying to set up a siege line here. He's like, well, you're not going to kill those rocks. That's too inefficient. You have to attack into my middle.
Note he's throwing infested Terran eggs next to the siege tanks so that they absorb the other siege tank's fire, and then it blows up. That other siege tank with splash damage. I think he's going to go in here again.
Yeah, he just has so much at this point. He's up by 40 supply. Not a lot left for MMA.
No Marauders here really to try to deal with all these.
A Thor coming out. LOL. Goodbye, Thor. The Ultras try to hug him, but they kill him instead. And Leenock just looking way too strong for MMA this game.
Yeah, Leenock definitely the better player. I would say MMA will be tapping out very soon.
Oh yeah, certainly. His supply has been doubled. It is 72 to 149. Burrow's an Ultra. Says, well, I don't want it to die. That's how on top of it Leenock is. He just saved an Ultra by Burrow. Totally awesome.
Yeah, I'm just chilling down here. There's a big pothole here, but you can't shoot me. You don't know where I went. So you're going to have to make a turret. There it is, we found
he's making a greater spire now, and he still hasn't taken another base. Oh, there we go. Just now puts down a 4th. But it's 159 to 79 in supply. We still have Infestors at the main base.
Wow, this is just really nice play here by Leenock. Leenock says, okay, now I can take a 4th. That's fine. He's on 2 base. I will now take my 4th base. I've exhausted my main and my natural and almost my 3rd base.
Yep. Right now, MMA's trying to make some Marauders. His 3-3 is about to finish. Wow, those killed that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, MMA has just made a situation where it's really hard to attack into him, utilizing the high ground.
I don't really blame him for this. I mean, he's like,
what else
so
are you
much
gonna
on
do?
the line.
Yeah.
Queen, don't touch my children.
Killed her. And MMA has snuck out his main command center to mine another base. He has a single Marine guarding it.
Uh-oh. Run. Or fly or whatever. Well, guys, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like I've said in some of these other games, it's like we're just watching a lion eat a zebra.
Yeah, and the thing is, Leenock is going up 2 broods, and his opponent's just making Marauders, because if you do get enough Marauders, you can possibly maybe come back from this, because they really do so well against Ultras. But, oh, I like that. It's a cute little move. Just targeting down a Sea Chink on the high ground. But when his Broodlords come over, that's going to be all she wrote, because the Broodlords are going to force the engagement, and then when everything has to come out of its little cost-efficient choke point, then the Ultralisks will just ravage.
Yeah. It would take a massive mistake here by Leenock to lose this. It's so hard to do. You could basically give, any low masters guy this position right now, like put him inside the booth right now, and say, okay, go ahead and attack an MMA with this, and he's probably going to win.
Yeah, most likely. Now we do have Vikings being produced 1 at a time. We'll see how that does against Mass Corruptor Broodlord. Not so well, guys.
All right.
Here we go.
Get ready.
That is 8 Broodlords and 11 Ultras. 9 Infestors. Oh boy. The Vikings being microed as best they can. We will take out the Corruptors.
All right, he just wants to get rid of some of these siege tanks and bunkers.
Yep. And the Ultras are coming now. Things are about to get bad. Probably throw down some Infested Terrans.
I would say GG right about now. Especially after he lands his mules.
GG.
There it is, GG. Wow.
Leenock just showing ridiculous amounts of skill.
You feel my power. Yes.
Great job there, man. Seriously. That was beautiful to watch. I love the style that he played with that. MMA, sometimes we have these players that they're like, well, with the flow of the game, this is when I move out with these units. And the thing is, Leenock wasn't playing the flow of the game. Leenock played something to destroy the flow of the game, which was 4 super fast hatcheries and 2 really quick evolution chambers, which really got him going. So if you don't react to that, and they're doing something that kills the normal flow of a Terran game, and you just keep on playing, you're like, no, dude, this is best in practice. No, you have to adapt.
Absolutely. I think that's probably one of the better ways to play on that map. Just stay 3 base, and what you want to do is try to push his 3rd. Terrans push out all the time on that map, expecting a 4th base to be there. Or
let's look realistically. If someone's going 4 hatch, Ling Bane, lots of upgrades, you're already on 3 base. He's on 3 base.
Right.
Macro, 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 macro. You want to start hitting when they're going after the 4th base.
Exactly.
You don't hit 3 base versus 3 base. What? That means they have a lot of units if they're not taking a 4th.
Our results are as displayed here. Squirtle, Leenock, move on. MMA and Nada, they're out.
I'm not terribly surprised. I mean, I figured Nada would get last. And those three, it's hard to predict exactly which two will make it out, but definitely
I thought it might be
Squirtle.
I thought it might be MMA and Squirtle, to be honest.
Well, it's a fair guess, but Squirrel and Leenock definitely played the best, so happy to see them go on.
absolutely.
And we needed another Zerg in that top 16. We're kind of deprived of
All
them,
right,
but
this is going to be fun.
Ooh,
Puzzle,
tomorrow.
Naniwa, Ryung, and MVP.
that's going to be a sick day. Cannot wait to see how that goes. Puzzle, one of my favorite Protosses. Nanawa, one of my favorite Protosses. Ryung, one of my favorite Terrans. MVP, one of my favorite Terrans. 4 of my favorite players.
Woo! It's going to be awesome, man. That's going to be a great day. And of course, Naniwa, one of our non-Korean players here. A lot of people are going to be watching to see can he move on.
His return to GSL.
Yep. And I mean, this is a really exciting moment because obviously most of you that watch, unless you're Korean trying to learn English, are probably rooting for a non-Korean player, so it should be awesome. Tomorrow, we are going to have Off the Record.
Oh, yeah, in the morning.
And we will both be hosting it this time. Wolf is visiting family. We miss you, Wolf. And
I don't miss him.
I don't miss him. I get to take Off the Record. But so please come check that out. That should be cool. And our toast is going to come over.
Has slumber party
We're going to have a
tonight?
slumber party. We're going to rent a couple romantic comedies, eat Cheetos, and talk about girls.
Can we get a nice glass of wine? A little bottle of wine?
Yeah, sure.
Share between us?
Mom's out of town.
How about we just get some soju and turn on some loud dubstep?
Just get hammered. All right, let's do that instead. All right, I don't believe we have anything else to...
Follow us on Twitter.
Cover.
I am Artosis. He's
Yes,
Call Me
please.
Tasis. And check out thehandsomenerd.com for all your
if
the
you
finest
wanna
attire
support
for the
teams like
handsomest of nerds.
We want to support teams like TSL, because we know Pulse, out now. So for Artosis and myself, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.